Hello everyone. In earlier lesson of the Ansible series, we discussed how to create a simple playbook as well as how to integrate Jenkins with Ansible. In today's lesson, we are going to cover how to use roles in Ansible. We are also going to cover the concept of Ansible Galaxy as well as how to download and upload roles using Ansible Galaxy. So let's get it started. Ansible roles helps to organize tasks in more efficient ways, which makes our playbook more maintainable, reusable, and powerful. On the other hand, Ansible Galaxy is a repository of some community-maintained roles. You can download roles or upload roles to Ansible Galaxy. You can download and customize the roles as per your need. So let's get it started by going to AWS Management Console. So here I am in my AWS Management Console. In EC2 dashboard, I have one instance running. I have already installed Ansible in this machine. If you want to learn how to install Ansible from scratch, you can refer to our previous videos, or you can also run this script for installation of Ansible in localhost. I'll be pasting the link in the description below. So you can see on the security groups I have port 80 open. So let me log into this instance. Note that we need to call the roles from the playbooks. So let's get started with creating a simple playbook first. Let me create a directory called playbooks. So inside that directory, let me create a file named install.htbd.yaml. So here, let me start with installing htbd. In earlier lesson of Ansible series, we had learned how to install Apache in playbooks. Now we are going to learn how to install Apache using roles. On hosts, I'm going to use localhost, become true for root, and on roles, let me use htbd. Note that I have named the roles htbd over here. So now we are going to create a role named htbd. So first, outside of this playbook directory, let me create a directory called roles. So let me go inside that directory and let me use my first Ansible Galaxy command using Ansible Galaxy init command. So if we just do Ansible Galaxy init -- help, it's gonna show the option that we can use from. Here we can see -- offline argument, which helps to create a template rather than searching and downloading it from Ansible Galaxy. So I can show you how we do that. So let me include Ansible Galaxy init command, and the role name that I want to include is htbd, and I want to run it with -- offline argument. So when I press enter, it says role htbd was created successfully. So when I list my directories over here, you can see I have htbd directory over here. So if I go inside that htbd directory, you can see I have these many directories over here. So these directories were generated using Ansible Galaxy. So let me clear the screen. Let me see if I have tree installed. Says tree command not found. So let's go ahead and install tree. So after I have my tree command installed, let me use tree on the command line. And you can clearly see the structure over here. We can see what files we have under which directories. So you can see we have main.yaml on different directories over here. Note that by default rules only searches for main.yaml inside tasks directory. In case we want to include multiple tasks under tasks directory, we must call those files in main.yaml. The most common example is using include tasks module inside main.yaml. So let me go over to this documentation. In this documentation, you can see Ansible searches for the order of precedence from least to the greatest in this list. So you can see the highest precedence is for the extra variables. That will be given the first priority. After that, you can see we have a list of precedence over here. I'll be pasting the link in the description below as well. So let me go inside the tasks directory. So let me edit main.yaml. So over here, let me include name with installing httpd yum module to install. Let me include name, httpd, state, latest. So let me include another task saying copying files. So here let me include the copy module. You know that copy will have source and destination submodule. So I want to use index.html, and on destination I want to use the path for index.html. So let me use that in a variable. So let me use something like this. And let me use the mode. Let's say I want to give 766. Now over here I also want to cover the concept of notify and handlers. For that, let me include notify block in both tasks. So let me include something like restart httpd, and over here let me include the same thing, include notify restart httpd. Now let me save the changes. Now you know that I had created a index.html file. So let me go inside this files directory and create index.html. So after I have written this simple HTML file, let me save the changes. Remember, we had specified notify block on our tasks in main.yaml, where we had included notify block with restart httpd. So in handler section we are going to call those notify blocks. So let me go to handlers. So let me go inside that file. So over here, let me use something like this. Name, I'm gonna use the same name, restart HTTPD. So in service module, I want to include name as HTTPD and state as restarted. So I'll show you what I have done over here. So when I go over talks main.yaml file, you can see I had kept something over notify block over here, restart HTTPD and restart HTTPD on two different sections. Note that when it executes this task, once it's going through this first block, it's going to see this notify block and search for the handlers. So in the handlers main.yaml, we have the same name restart HTTPD that we had in the notify block over here. After this section is executed, it's going to call this block over here. So we know that we just kept our index.html in files directory, but I have used the variable over here. So we can use this variable in our vars directory. Let me show you how. So here, let me use var html. So let me open this main.yaml file. Also let me open the main.yaml file inside tasks. So you can see this dist variable is being called using this dist variable in vars, which is specified to a directory path called var.html. So basically this whole path is var.html/index.html. So now let me go into my playbooks directory and let me run the Ansible playbook command. Install httpd.yaml. So you can see that the path we have specified in Ansible playbook is not correct. So the default path it's looking is at home ec2 user.ansible roles. So whenever we even download any roles, it's going to install in this path. So if I go inside the playbooks directory and let me open install httpd.yaml file, over here let me use a step back for roles httpd because it was searching for this path. So when I use the same command again, you can see it's installing the httpd. So you can see the blocks that have been changed. So first, it is looking for this task directory, and once it's executing the tasks, it's going for this handler block as well. So if I copy this IP and paste it over the browser, you can see I have CloudYeti tutorial for Ansible roles. So now you learn how to use roles in Ansible. I'm going to show you how we can use Ansible Galaxy. So first, I will try to upload whatever roles we have created into Ansible Galaxy. Let me name my new repository test repo and let me create repository. So once I am in this page, let me go over here and inside the roles directory, let me long list the roles directory. You can see I have STTPD over here. So let me go inside this STTPD directory as well. And you can see I have these many directories over here. So I want to upload these all directories into my GitHub. So I have Git installed in my machine. Let me use command called git init for initializing this directory. So when I again long list over here, you can see I have .git over here since I have already initialized. Now let me do git remote add origin for this link and pasted it over here. So I have cleared this screen. So let me do git status. So you can see I have these many untracked files. So let me do git add, and if I do git status, you can see those are changed to green. Let me use a commit message created STTPD roles. So you can see it's asking for me to use git config command. So let me use git config user.name Robin git config user.email and let me push the changes. So it's asking for my GitHub username and asking for my GitHub password. So after I enter my GitHub email and password, you can see it has pushed those changes. So if I refresh this page, you can see I have these directories over here. You can see in this meta section, we have main.yaml. We studied that Ansible roles are reusable and can be shared with anyone else. So for that, let me go to the Ansible Galaxy website, which is galaxy.ansible.com. And when you go over this website, you can see a login option over here. Let me use a login option over here. And after that, I can click on login. And I am logged in with my GitHub credentials. So here, in order to add my repo to the Ansible Galaxy, let me first go to my content. Since I don't have any content right now, let me add the content and import role from GitHub. Let me include my test repo, which I had just created. So you can see that I have my test repo over here. Now you can see something like 4.1 out of 5. So this is a check that Ansible Galaxy does. When you see over here, we are getting some warnings over here saying we have some white space and we have left company as optional. So we can make changes to this section later on. But for this demo, I'm gonna leave as it is. So we can search with the profile name or the repo name For now, let me search with my profile name, and it's going to show the repo that I created. But similarly, you can search for other roles. Let's say you want to search the Elasticsearch role. You can do something like Ansible Galaxy search Elasticsearch. And it's going to show a lot of these options. So let's say, for example, I want to download that role for myself. So know that I had used Ansible Galaxy search command to search for the repo. Now I can use Ansible Galaxy install command to download it into my machine. So I can use Ansible Galaxy install and the name. So you can see it's installed successfully and it's installed in this path. So if I go over this path, you can see I have this directory over here. So if I go inside that directory, so this is how we can download the roles that are created by other people in the community and make the changes as per our need. Ansible Galaxy is a widely used platform for Ansible roles where you can share the roles or use the roles that other people have created. Let me also add one more further thing over here. Let's say you want to search with more description. You can go over the search bar and you can search over here. So if I want to search something for Nginx, then I can search over here. So when I search for Nginx, just below these collections, you can see I have the roles over here. And here we have the top download list for Nginx. It has a huge amount of download list over here. So similarly, if I want to check for more, we can review on next pages. So in this lesson, we learned how to create roles and how to use Ansible Galaxy. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.